Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, a bustling industrial city in Argentina. He was the third of four children born to Jorge Messi and Celia Cucitini. His father, Jorge, worked as a manager at a local steel factory, a job that required long hours and hard work. His mother, Celia, supplemented the family's income by working in a magnet manufacturing workshop. They lived a modest life in a small, close-knit neighborhood. Life was simple, but the home was filled with love and a deep passion for football, a sport that is almost a religion in Argentina. The family was incredibly close, a bond that would remain a cornerstone of Lionel's life throughout his incredible journey. From the moment he could walk, a football was his constant companion. His older brothers, Rodrigo and Matias, and his cousins, Maximiliano and Emanuel Biancucci, who also became professional footballers, were his first teammates and rivals. They would play for hours in the dusty streets of their neighborhood, a place called Barrio General Las Heras. Even as a very small child, Lionel's talent was obvious to everyone who watched him. He was smaller than the other boys, but his control of the ball was magical. He could dribble past bigger, older children with an ease that was honestly astonishing. His grandmother, Celia, was his biggest supporter, often taking him to his first matches and practices, always believing in his extraordinary gift. His family provided the foundation for everything he would become. They were a typical working-class family, facing the same daily struggles as many others in Argentina during that time. They instilled in him the values of humility, hard work, and the importance of family. These lessons were just as important as the skills he learned on the football pitch. His father, Jorge, also coached a local youth team, Grandoli, where Lionel first played organized football at the age of 4. The family's life revolved around football weekends, community gatherings, and supporting each other through thick and thin. This supportive environment allowed Lionel's raw talent to flourish without pressure. It was clear from these very early days that Lionel was different. He had a connection with the ball that seemed almost supernatural. While other children would chase the ball in a chaotic pack, Leo seemed to have it tied to his feet with an invisible string. His quiet and shy nature off the pitch contrasted sharply with his fierce and determined personality on it. He didn't speak much, but he let his football do all the talking. This little boy from Rosario, with his incredible talent and the unwavering support of his family, was unknowingly taking his first steps on a path that would lead him to become the greatest footballer the world has ever seen. At the age of 6, Lionel Messi's journey into professional football truly began when he joined the youth system of Newell's Old Boys, a famous club based in his hometown of Rosario. It was a dream come true for the young boy, who was a passionate supporter of the team. He became part of a special youth squad that was almost unbeatable, a group that would later be known as the Machine of '87, named after the year most of the players were born. Even among this talented group, Messi stood out. His ability to score goals was remarkable. It is said he scored nearly 500 goals for the youth team during his 6 years there. His small size earned him the nickname La Pulga, or the Flea, because he was so agile and quick that defenders found it impossible to stop him. His time at Newell's was a happy one, filled with victories and the joy of playing the game he loved. He was developing his skills at an incredible rate, and his reputation as a future star was growing throughout Rosario. Scouts and coaches were amazed by his dribbling, his vision, and his incredible goal-scoring instinct. He was a phenomenon, a once-in-a-generation talent who was destined for greatness. The future looked bright, and it seemed nothing could stand in his way. However, a significant challenge was just around the corner, one that threatened to end his promising football career before it had even truly begun. When Lionel was around 10 years old, his family and coaches noticed that he was not growing at the same rate as other children his age. After a series of medical tests, he was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. This rare condition meant that his body did not produce enough hormones to allow him to grow to a normal height. The news was devastating for Lionel and his family. The treatment was available, but it was incredibly expensive. It involved daily injections of human growth hormone, a regimen that would cost around $1,000 per month, a sum that was far beyond the means of his working-class family. The financial burden was immense. His father's health insurance covered the cost for the first 2 years, but then it stopped. Newell's Old Boys initially promised to help with the payments but ultimately did not provide the consistent financial support the family needed. Even River Plate, another giant of Argentine football, showed interest in Messi but was hesitant to invest such a large amount of money in the treatment for a young boy. It was a period of great uncertainty and worry for the Messi family. They were faced with a terrible dilemma: how to pay for the treatment that was essential not only for Lionel's football career, but for his overall health and well-being. With doors closing in Argentina and the cost of the treatment looming, the Messi family began to look for solutions abroad. They had relatives in Catalonia, Spain, which opened up the possibility of seeking opportunities in Europe. Through a series of contacts, word of a phenomenal young talent in Argentina reached the ears of Carlos Rexach, the first team director of FC Barcelona. Intrigued by the glowing reports, Rexach arranged a trial for the 13-year-old Lionel in September 2000. Jorge Messi traveled to Spain with his son, full of hope but also anxiety. This was their last chance to secure a future for Lionel in football and afford his vital medical treatment. During his trial, Messi left the Barcelona coaches speechless. Despite his small stature, his skill, speed, and confidence on the ball were unlike anything they had ever seen. He played with a maturity and intelligence far beyond his years. Carlos Rexach was so impressed that he wanted to sign the young prodigy immediately. However, there was hesitation among some members of the Barcelona board. Signing a foreign player at such a young age was a risk, and committing to pay for his expensive medical treatment was an even bigger financial gamble. The decision was delayed, and Jorge Messi grew frustrated and impatient, threatening to take his son elsewhere. The decisive moment came on December 14, 2000. Fearing he would lose this incredible talent, Carlos Rexach met with Jorge Messi and an agent at a tennis club in Barcelona. He knew he had to act fast to reassure the family of the club's commitment. With no official contract paper available, Rexach famously grabbed a simple paper napkin. On that napkin, he wrote out an agreement, promising to sign Lionel Messi under the agreed-upon conditions, which included covering the full cost of his growth hormone treatment. This informal contract, written on a napkin, would become one of the most famous documents in football history, sealing the future of a boy who would go on to define an era for the club. With the agreement in place, the entire Messi family relocated to Barcelona in February 2001. The move was a huge sacrifice. They left behind their home, friends, and the life they knew in Rosario to start over in a new country. The transition was difficult, especially for a shy boy like Lionel. He joined Barcelona's prestigious youth academy, La Masia, where he began his daily hormone injections and rigorous training. While he excelled on the pitch, he struggled with homesickness. His mother and siblings eventually moved back to Argentina, while he stayed in Barcelona with his father. It was a lonely and challenging time, but his determination to succeed and the support of his father kept him going. After joining La Masia, Messi's progress through the youth ranks of FC Barcelona was meteoric. He quickly advanced from the youth teams to the C team, then the B team, often playing against players who were much older and physically bigger than him. His talent was so undeniable that he made his unofficial debut for the first team at just 16 years old in a friendly match against Porto in November 2003. His official debut came less than a year later, in October 2004, against Espanyol. In May 2005, he scored his first senior goal for the club, a brilliant chip assisted by his mentor, Ronaldinho. This moment felt like a symbolic passing of the torch from one Barcelona legend to the next. The years that followed were a golden era for FC Barcelona, with Messi at the heart of their success. Under the guidance of coach Pep Guardiola, Messi was transformed from a talented winger into a false nine, a revolutionary central role that allowed him to wreak havoc on defenses. The team, featuring other La Masia graduates like Xavi Hernandez and Andres Iniesta, played a brand of football called tiki-taka, characterized by short passing and movement. They dominated European football, and Messi was their undisputed king. He scored an incredible number of goals, broke countless records, and mesmerized audiences around the world with his breathtaking dribbles and impossible finishes. His list of achievements with Barcelona is staggering. He won the UEFA Champions League 4 times, in 2006, 2009, 2011, and 2015. He helped the club secure 10 La Liga titles, cementing their dominance in Spanish football. In total, he won 35 major trophies with Barcelona, making him the most decorated player in the club's history. individually his records are just as impressive. He is Barcelona's all-time leading goalscorer, with an astonishing 672 goals in 778 official appearances. In the 2011 to 2012 season alone, he scored a record-breaking 73 goals in all competitions, a feat that seems almost superhuman. During this period, Messi won the prestigious Ballon d'Or award, given to the world's best player, a record 6 times while at Barcelona. His rivalry with Cristiano Ronaldo, who played for Real Madrid, defined an era of football, pushing both players to new heights. Messi's performances at Camp Nou, Barcelona's home stadium, became legendary. He provided moments of magic week after week, creating a legacy of beautiful football and relentless winning. He was more than just a player for Barcelona. He was an icon, a symbol of the club's identity and success, and a hero to millions of fans worldwide. For all his incredible success at the club level with Barcelona, Lionel Messi's journey with the Argentine national team, La Albiceleste, was for a long time a story of heartbreak and, honestly, near misses. He carried the immense weight of a nation's expectations on his shoulders, with constant comparisons to the legendary Diego Maradona, who had led Argentina to World Cup glory in 1986. Messi helped his country win the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in 2005, and an Olympic gold medal in 2008. But, success with the senior team proved elusive. The pressure was enormous, and some critics in his home country unfairly questioned his commitment. The disappointments were painful and public. Messi and Argentina lost the 2014 FIFA World Cup final to Germany in extra time, which was a devastating blow. They then suffered consecutive defeats in the Copa America finals of 2015 and 2016, both times losing to Chile in penalty shootouts. After the 2016 final, a heartbroken Messi briefly announced his retirement from international football, feeling he had done all he could. However, the outpouring of support from his country and his own deep love for the national shirt led him to reverse his decision. He returned with renewed determination to finally bring a major trophy home for his people. The breakthrough finally came in 2021. At the iconic Maracanã Stadium in Brazil, Messi led Argentina to victory in the Copa America, defeating their arch-rivals Brazil in the final. It was his first major international trophy with the senior team, a moment of pure joy and immense relief. The images of his teammates tossing him in the air in celebration showed just how much it meant to him and the entire squad. This victory lifted a huge burden from his shoulders and united the team with an unbreakable spirit. It was the culmination of years of struggle and perseverance, a triumph that proved his leadership and dedication to his country beyond any doubt. The ultimate dream was realized at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. In what was widely considered the greatest World Cup final of all time, Messi delivered a spectacular performance. He scored 2 goals against France in a thrilling 3-3 draw, and then calmly converted his penalty in the ensuing shootout. At 35 years old, he had finally captured the one trophy that had always eluded him. He was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, having led his team with 7 goals and inspirational leadership. Winning the World Cup cemented his status as the greatest of all time in the eyes of many, fulfilling his destiny and bringing unparalleled joy to the people of Argentina. In the summer of 2021, the football world was, honestly, stunned when financial difficulties at FC Barcelona meant the club just couldn't renew Lionel Messi's contract. After more than 2 decades, his emotional and tearful departure really marked the end of an era. He quickly signed with Paris Saint-Germain, or PSG, joining a star-studded team that included his former Barcelona teammate Neymar and the French superstar Kylian Mbappé. Messi's move to Paris created, immense excitement, and the club's ambitions were to finally win the elusive UEFA Champions League. While at PSG, Messi helped the team win 2 Ligue 1 titles, just continuing his habit of collecting silverware. His time in Paris was, a period of transition. While he showed flashes of his brilliance and formed a potent attacking trio, the team did not achieve its ultimate goal of European glory. After 2 seasons with his contract expiring, Messi decided it was time for a new chapter in his career. In the summer of 2023, he made another groundbreaking move, turning down a lucrative offer from Saudi Arabia to join Inter Miami in Major League Soccer. His decision to move to the United States was driven by a desire for a different lifestyle for his family, and the challenge of helping to grow the sport in a new market. Messi's arrival in the USA created an unprecedented wave of excitement often called Messi Mania. Ticket prices for Inter Miami games soared, stadiums sold out across the country, and subscriptions to the MLS streaming service skyrocketed. His impact was immediate and honestly, pretty dramatic. He led a struggling Inter Miami team on a remarkable, unbeaten run, culminating in their victory in the 2023 Leagues Cup. It was the club's first ever trophy, and Messi scored in nearly every game, including a stunning goal in the final. He had transformed the team overnight, showing that his magic was as potent as ever. His presence has fundamentally changed the landscape of football in the United States. Messi has brought global attention to MLS, attracting new fans and inspiring a new generation of players. His games are now major events, drawing celebrities and massive television audiences. By May 2026, his influence just keeps growing, both on and off the pitch. He has not only elevated the quality of play in the league, but has also become a cultural icon in America. His move to Inter Miami is really seen as a masterstroke, a perfect final chapter to an illustrious career, where he's not just a player but a builder of the sport's future in a new frontier. The sheer volume of awards, trophies, and records collected by Lionel Messi over his career is, honestly, a testament to his sustained excellence and just incredible talent. His trophy cabinet is probably the most impressive in the history of football. In total, as of May 2026, he's won an astonishing 44 collective trophies for club and country, making him the most decorated footballer of all time. This collection includes the most prestigious honors in the sport, from domestic league titles to continental championships and the coveted World Cup. Each trophy really represents a story of dedication, teamwork, and Messi's unique ability to decide a match on his own. His individual accolades are just as breathtaking. The most notable of these is the Ballon d'Or, awarded every year to the world's best player. Messi has won this award a record 8 times, which honestly puts him in a league of his own. He first won it in 2009, and then followed up with 3 more consecutive wins. His 8th victory came in 2023, largely in recognition of his historic World Cup triumph with Argentina. He's also won the European Golden Shoe for being the top goal scorer in Europe a record 6 times. These awards really highlight his consistency at the highest level for over 15 years. The number of goals he's scored is, well, simply mind-boggling. By mid-2026, his career total for club and country has surpassed the 850-goal mark. This includes his record 672 goals for Barcelona, his goals for PSG and Inter Miami, and over 100 goals for the Argentine national team, making him his country's all-time leading scorer. He holds the record for the most goals in a calendar year, scoring an unbelievable 91 goals in 2012. He's also the player with the most official assists recorded in football history, proving he's not just a phenomenal goal scorer, but also a brilliant playmaker who makes his teammates better. Beyond the major trophies and goal records, his list of achievements is, honestly, almost endless. He's won the FIFA World Cup Golden Ball twice, in 2014 and 2022, been named UEFA Men's Player of the Year multiple times, and has been included in the FIFA Fifsern Suffer, Mankrine Burbin, Suffer Man, Aldem Van Surfer, Insurson Mine, Odem Binsop, Odds feature Mine Spro, Wondokra World 11 a record number of times. He has scored in a World Cup in his teens, his 20s, and his 30s. Every record book in football really has his name written all over it. This collection of silverware and personal honors paints a clear picture. Lionel Messi is not just one of the greats, he is a statistical and sporting phenomenon whose legacy of success will be the benchmark for generations to come. Despite his global fame and immense wealth, Lionel Messi has always remained, a deeply private and family-oriented person. The foundation of his life is his relationship with his childhood sweetheart, Antonella Rocuzzo. The two grew up together in Rosario, knowing each other since they were children. Their love story is really a fairy tale in itself. They reconnected in the late 2000s and have been inseparable ever since. They married in their hometown of Rosario in 2017. In a celebration attended by family, friends, and football stars from all over the world. Antonella has been a constant source of support for Lionel throughout the highs and lows of his career. Together, they have 3 sons: Tiago, born in 2012, Matteo, born in 2015, and Kiro, born in 2018. Messi is a devoted father, and he often shares heartwarming photos and videos of his family life on social media. After matches, his sons are frequently seen running onto the pitch to celebrate with him. He has said many times that his family is the most important thing in his life, providing him with the balance and happiness he needs, away from the intense pressures of professional football. This focus on family keeps him grounded and reminds him of where he came from, a value instilled in him by his own parents, Jorge and Celia. As one of the highest-earning athletes in the world, Messi has accumulated a significant fortune. By 2026, his net worth is estimated to be well over $600 million. This wealth comes from his large salaries at Barcelona, PSG, and Inter Miami, as well as lucrative endorsement deals with global brands like Adidas, PepsiCo, and Budweiser. He lives a luxurious lifestyle, with stunning homes in Barcelona, Paris, Miami, and near his hometown of Rosario. He also owns a private jet and a collection of high-end cars. However, he's not known for being overly flashy with his wealth, and is also involved in extensive charity work through the Lionel Messi Foundation. Despite the fame and fortune, Messi is known for his humble and reserved personality. He's a man of few words, preferring to let his actions on the football pitch do the talking. Those who know him well describe him as shy, modest, and, honestly, incredibly down-to-earth. He has never forgotten his humble beginnings in Rosario. He maintains a close circle of friends from his childhood, and remains deeply connected to his roots. This humility is one of his most admired qualities. In a world of superstar egos, Messi stands out as a quiet family man who just happens to be the greatest football player of all time. Lionel Messi's journey from a small, shy boy in Rosario to being universally acclaimed as the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is more than just a sports story. It's a powerful testament to the human spirit. His tale begins with raw, almost divine talent, nurtured in the dusty streets of a working-class neighborhood. But talent alone was not enough. His path was blocked by a significant physical obstacle, a growth hormone deficiency that threatened to shatter his dreams before they could even take shape. It was here that the first and most important lesson of his life emerged: the power of resilience and the unwavering support of family. His move to Spain was a monumental gamble, a real leap of faith for a young boy and his family. Leaving everything behind to chase a dream in a foreign land required immense courage and sacrifice. The legendary contract signed on a napkin, honestly, symbolizes the moment when destiny intertwined with determination. At La Masia, surrounded by strangers and battling homesickness, he did not crumble. Instead, he worked harder, driven by the knowledge that his family had risked everything for his future. This period of his life teaches us that success is rarely easy. It's often forged in moments of difficulty and loneliness, far from the spotlight. His glorious years at Barcelona and his ultimate triumphs with Argentina showcase the rewards of patience and relentless dedication. For years he faced criticism for not replicating his club success with his national team. Yet, he never gave up. He endured painful defeats and public scrutiny, always returning with more resolve. His victories in the Copa America and finally the FIFA World Cup were the culmination of a long and arduous struggle. They proved that even the most gifted individuals must persevere through failure to achieve their ultimate goals. His career shows that greatness is not just about winning, but about how you rise after you fall. Today, as he continues to inspire millions in the United States and around the world, Lionel Messi's legacy is secure. It's a legacy defined not only by his 8 Ballon d'Ors, 44 trophies, and over 850 goals, but by the way, he achieved it all. He has shown the world that you can come from humble beginnings and conquer the world. He has proven that hard work, patience, and a quiet, humble spirit can triumph over any obstacle. His story will be told for generations, inspiring countless children from all corners of the globe to believe that they, too, can achieve their dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem.